Okay, I'd like to open up the Redevelopment Authority meeting for August 13th, 2019 at 5:30. I would like to entertain a motion to go into item number 5 first, which would be executive session. What's that? I don't know.
So moved.
I'll second.
So we have a motion to go into executive session and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, it says it reconvene, you're going to announce that?
We will be reconvening. So we are in executive session. We'll be back after we're done. Thank you. All right, we have returned from executive session at 6:26. First on the agenda will be the Forest Street project, an update from the chair on the survey. There was a survey done, as we all know. We have a bill in here that needs to be paid to Morse Engineering. I physically walked it yesterday, saw all 4 concrete bounds. They do exist. They are out there. Greg says anything that we need, he's more than willing to help us with and stuff. The bounds are in place. So, update on the vice chair on preferred appraisals.
Brian, you were gonna get me a name of somebody
Yeah, that
else.
just fell through.
Okay.
I contacted, they never got back.
All right. So we have the one name of the person that I mentioned at our last meeting, and I have it in here somewhere. So I can reach out to him if you like. Perhaps one of the appraisers that Jim contracts is someone we could ask about the second thing, once we have those names. So if,
Yeah, if I can, Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
to Savory, when I went out there with the ZBA, Stephen Gray was very open to me about they would need to make an approval or a variance
Yeah.
before the appraisal. That's what he said.
oh, okay.
That might,
Is that-
actually, that might affect the appraisal
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if it's shovel-ready versus
Right.
it doesn't meet current.
The other
So
thing-
how does that happen?
Well, the other
Just
thing,
wait
let
till
me
next
just,
Tuesday.
the other thing that the, Stephen Gray stated that those boundaries need to be in. Now, he didn't say they were gonna come back and revisit, but I'm assuming, I don't know, they're gonna come back and
But you
revisit.
meet next, they meet next
We
Tuesday?
meet next Tuesday, and we'll present then.
I'll be
So,
in.
as it relates to the appraiser, the appraisal is of the value they issue the report. So you can get an appraisal started, you can get somebody in the thing, they're gonna have a bunch of background data they're gonna do. And then if this is going on for this assessment, they just won't complete their appraisal until the ZBA votes. And if the
Okay.
ZBA votes, they can then do their appraisal, with the ZBA vote or without the ZBA vote, and they can do that. But, we are trying to move that property along with some other development, so the sooner you can get an appraiser to give you the number to start the process.
Well, do we need two, or two is one?
You have tried to get multiple appraisers, it's gonna be under the $10,000 number, so you can move forward with the one name you have.
Okay.
And that's something the board can give authorization to just move that forward.
All right.
ZBA meeting is at what time? Do you
The
remember?
meeting's at 7 on the 20th,
Thank you.
and I think we're the second item on the agenda, but I'm gonna request that we go ahead of the pot shop.
Okay, thank you.
And what I would just suggest is for the board just to authorize the vice chair, if he can still find a second appraiser, is authorize him to go forward and, look at the first person or next two, and then select one and just move forward with the appraisal not to exceed $10,000.
Okay. All right.
Would anybody like to make said motion that was just described on that?
So moved.
That was easy.
Second,
Motion made and second. Any other discussion on authorizing the vice chair to move forward and not to exceed the price of $10,000?
Is that 2 or 1? Are we
Just one.
looking at 1?
which one?
This is just one because you need to have a number to put it out for,
Okay.
Yep.
an RFP for selling real estate.
Hearing no discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous vote.
Do the bounds and the dimensions of what was done match
Right on the money.
from the
You have the same
10,
one that I
15?
have.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, right on the money. Any more update from, I want to get Sharon's update from the zoning issue, ZBA?
Well-
She sent, Joanna sent around a report
Yeah, I did.
for the walkthrough, which I was
Yeah.
not able to attend.
Right.
The presentation went fine that day. I was actually a little surprised that they wanted to do a walkthrough, but they did.
I also that Stephen Gray, as we're walking on the back part to the back part of the property, he stumbled over the well. There's a well on that property. Village Homes prior to that, 19 whatever.
87.
And Stephen Gray said, there's a well on here, did you know that? And I told him, well, there's in the permitting department, I was gonna bring to the committee today, so you could see the actual village homes, because it's all in that document. And he was very concerned of whether they had a permit and how far out, had they gone. And I said, I'm bringing it to the committee. And he says, well, anything you have for us, give it to Sharon. Okay, Sharon, you're on. So,
What is it exactly you're giving me?
well,
The
I
fact
wanted
that
to
there's an
show,
old well on the property?
well, yeah, but I don't know if it functions, but the wellhead is up there and it's.
But I don't think that has anything to do with
It
the
doesn't.
variance.
I have no idea, but he was,
And
he
that's
wanted.
exactly what we'll tell him. It has no bearing on the,
Sharon will tell him that.
it's all different when I'm on the other side of the table.
Okay, and just another update for you guys. There are 2 people that are interested in this
Probably
project,
got you,
so.
As soon, I suspect that they'll vote, and we only have 4 voting members on this property, on this petition. I suspect they'll vote next Tuesday. I have no reason to think that it won't fail. I already have my chapter 48 arguments ready.
Yeah.
And then we do the 20-day appeal period, and then it's good for a year. We have to act on it, somebody has to build it. We have to sell it, and then they can extend it, so.
Good.
So the developer, whoever that buys, needs to know that they have to make that buildable within that year.
Pull a permit on the
Okay.
364th day.
Okay.
Right. Okay, everybody good with that? Okay, moving on.
And it's next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in room 4.
And I'm gonna have, wow, that's pretty, Deb Deneen post a meeting for us in case we have more than,
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Oh, okay,
just to cover us,
okay.
okay? Treasurer's report. Before you get into that, let me take care of a couple paperwork. Morse Engineering, we have a bill for them.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere in here. Somewhere in all my documents.
It's in this policy, so.
It is. So that was for placing the bounds, it was $800. So I need to vote to pay that, once I find it.
We voted for it not to exceed, we still have to vote.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
We
I
accept
have it right here, so we already had a vote not to exceed $800. I have an invoice from Morse Engineering, invoice number 5181 dated 6/21/2019. It is for the sum of $800. I'll entertain a vote to pay that.
so moved.
Second.
Motion made second to pay Morse Engineering the sum of $800. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Now, I have a forestry pay legal ad and certified mail. This was part of the ZBA application and stuff. We have the R&I balance of what we owe them is $206.60. So we need to pay that. Entertain a motion
I'll
to
make
pay
a
that.
motion that we pay the $208.16.
No, $206.60.
$0.60. Yep.
Okay.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded to pay bill of $206.60 for the ZBA application. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. Aye, unanimous. Thank you very much for those. Next I have is a check that we received from the town. This is a reimbursement check for $8,700. It was money that we had lent the town for the Collins report, Collins Center project for the fire, police, and school. That was $4,700. And then we also gave $4,000
Right.
towards the master plan.
Last time, correct.
That was voted on at town meeting. We have the check, so this will be going
Very
back in the
good.
account.
We can use the money, thank you.
So
I
that
will
goes.
never have to hear from Joanne again about this.
Oh, no, you
Debts
will.
are paid.
Thank you very much, Michael, for
Sleep
taking care of that. And thank you for the town for taking care
Before
of
I got
that.
here,
We
too.
will reinvest
Oh,
back
Michael,
into the community.
wait a minute.
Okay,
You missed the one.
treasurer's report, please.
Okay, we have a report for May, June, and July all combined. As you can see by the bottom line, 731, that 8,700 is gonna come into good deposit here, good use. The $829.19, that's the bottom line for July. The savings account side, $24,235.25. And the urban renewal side, Sharon, that's the money that they put in, and if they needed to, I think we can go down to what, 2,000 and they gotta put more in? No, 5,000 and they have to put more in. There's a little stipulation. But anyway, it's $3,015 and, excuse me, 62 cents. The interest paid year-to-date for the savings account is $55.66, and the savings side is 53 cents. So each time, you know, I had to call Rockland because they drag their feet when they do these online statements, but I don't know when we're gonna meet again. Later we can meet in the month, it's easier for me to get a statement.
Okay, so we have the treasurer's report. Entertain a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the treasurer's report as submitted. Any other questions?
Yeah, I just
Yep.
have one question. You said that if it gets below 5, if the urban...
5,000, they have to put more money in.
So how do we go about, since it's at 3, how do we go about telling them that they need to
We'll just
put
send
money?
that, we'll send them.
We'll just send them a...
Okay, because it's been below, it looks like it's been at 3,000 since December.
You're right, we haven't really had to spend, but when you're coming into the appraisal part, I
Right,
believe
okay.
that's,
So what do we ask them to put it up, back up to? How
Let
much
me go
it
back
is?
to the agreement, it specifies in the agreement. that,
yeah, okay. I just
Okay.
want to remind, the interest went down on a commercial loan. It went from 5.5 to 5.25.
Okay, all in favor for the accepting the treasurer's report, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you. Okay. Before we get into that, I am going to use this under the treasurer's report. We received a letter from Rockland Trust on our line of credit, has been renewed. Says we are pleased to inform the Rockland Trust Company has agreed to renew the above referenced line of credit to July 30th, 2020. Prior to the extension of the credit expiration date, let the subject document govern your line of credit. You may continue to utilize the line of credit for your borrowing. All other terms and conditions of line of credit documents, including interest and any other terms or payments, of all securities and guarantees shall remain in full force and effect. All references in said line of credit documents to the credit expiration date shall be deemed to refer to extended credit expiration date. Unless the line of credit is further renewed by the communication in writing from the bank to you prior to the extended credit expiration date, your ability to borrow under the line of credit will expire upon the extended credit expiration. So that's the letter that we are extended for another year.
Could I have that so I can
Yep.
put it in my files? Thank you.
I just wanted to read it into the record for everybody.
Thank you.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
We gotta sign some checks anyways. Let's see. We have, next on the agenda is the code of conduct and social media code of conduct. You have those in your packet. We have new members, so you might want to go through this and review these.
Can we hold that till next?
We can. That's why I'm making said suggestion.
Okay, thank you.
So just go through those. It will be on our next agenda to make a vote or amend or
Okay.
adjust. I just wanted to make sure that the new members have those.
Okay.
Members' comments.
Yeah, we passed that last year pretty easily,
Yep.
didn't we?
Yeah, we scribbled it.
Okay, we have members' comments. Joanna, you got anything?
What I thought I did. Oh, I see that we have the MOU, thank you, for that forestry project. The other thing too, with the forestry project, that plot plan, it shows that we clearly have a number. It's, and it keeps escaping us. It's 90. So it's, we're not talking about the assessor's card. This is
Zero
the,
North Main Street or 94th Street.
this is 94th Street. That's according to that plan. That Bob
The old
Bob
plan.
Francis, he's the one that's been assigned and it is Forest Street. So, you know, we don't have to call it Zero Main Street anymore.
So the application, I think, with the ZBA is Zero Main Street, but we'll do Zero Main Street, AKA 94th Street.
Okay, okay. We talked about my ZBA notes, so I think I'm good to go on that.
Okay.
Okay,
You okay?
I'm
All right, Mr. Bryan.
Did we just vote on to move, not the hearing,
Say what?
to move the code of conduct to the next agenda?
We're gonna move, we're just gonna carry it on. This is just information for all the new members to go through code of conduct and stuff, and it's gonna be on the next agenda to vote on again.
All right, no, very good, I just wanted to be sure we didn't have to
Yep,
vote to move it, because, just checking.
you got it.
All right.
Miss Sharon?
I have nothing other than I'll be there on Tuesday night.
Wonderful.
Maybe I'll go, I think I'll go, I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Savory?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Well, for me, nothing. I just want to thank all you members for all your hard work on the forestry project because we're getting closer. I want to thank you guys for going to the ZBA and representing us. Greatly appreciated. Next on the agenda is the minutes of June 11, 2019. What is the pleasure of the board?
Aye.
I move to accept them as written.
I'll second.
Motion made and second to accept the minutes as written. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Next meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Yes, sir.
I do have something that I wanted to actually, under the members' comments.
Yes.
Our last meeting was canceled because of what was going on down there. Can we put on the agenda for next time, just to discuss the protocol in
Yep.
doing that, when perhaps you are not available for one reason as chair, but the rest of us are and would have a
Yep.
quorum?
Yep, you got it. It'll be on
So
the
the next time your
agenda.
truck goes airborne.
Yeah, the next time you're flying.
Anytime anybody wants to go see Dorothy, let me know. I saw her.
But yeah, that would be good.
You were in that too?
I was pulled for that, yeah, I couldn't make it either.
No.
We had to go down there and rebuild the place,
Oh, okay.
so.
Well, I just, it was fine with me that we canceled, believe me, I had a lot on my plate. But,
Yes, you did.
But just, knowing what protocol and what options we have,
Yep.
Right, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So if I,
So there'll be
if I understand you, next meeting,
We'll discuss
you'll
it.
discuss
discuss
it.
We'll just figure out what we want to do as protocol.
Okay,
And it may be that,
So the code of conduct, the next piece, we should have maybe a little bit in there?
But that's not a code of
it's not a
conduct.
Well,
code.
That's
It's
just
It's
a
really,
process.
it's a method of
It's a
procedures.
procedure.
Method and procedures, we don't really have method and procedures.
No.
right, but I think it's just something we can informally agree on.
No,
Not a problem.
Just so we know.
No, I think it's good.
Next meeting, what's the pleasure? We normally
The second
meet
Tuesday
the
is the
second Tuesday is the 10th. Is that gonna work for
I'll be in
everybody?
Connecticut.
Okay.
Push it back, down, push it another Tuesday?
go off the
next
Is that gonna interfere with something you were doing?
No, I don't think so. 17th should be fine, and you'll get the bank statement.
Yeah, I'll get my bank statement, that's
Because
really what I want.
Labor Day's early.
Yeah,
This way, because I think you're gonna get some actions. You want an update? It's there. That would move it closer.
Well, that's Labor Day.
Tuesday,
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
The 3rd is the day after Labor Day.
Oh, so the 10th?
Well, we just,
Brian can't
Oh,
make
you
it,
can't.
The 7th, and Brian can't make
How
it,
about
so
in 2 weeks, the 27th?
I can do that.
but I'll be in Maine.
Okay.
what's with the 17th,
Third.
town administrator? Is it something you want?
No,
But
but
just-
Just, we might have information, so.
We might have
What's some of the other
to
things?
move on things.
well,
Well, I could do the Monday, I mean, you know, if we could do the Monday before, on the, what's that? the
Can you do
9th?
Monday?
16th?
The 9th, I could do the 9th, I mean,
I can't, well, I can, I don't want to, but I can. It's,
I know.
I have a train club. And the first Monday of the month is our monthly meeting. I prefer not to do it, but I can.
Okay, so what's the next week now?
Well, now we're getting too far back. I mean, if we're, let's put it for the 9th. You're not in Connecticut on the 9th.
I'm on
Let's put it for the 9th.
Is,
Oh, let me throw this out. What about the 28th or 29th of August?
I'm gonna be in
no,
Maine
I'm
from
not,
Monday
I'm
to
out of
Thursday.
town, I'm out of town.
So then,
That whole week.
how about the 4th or 5th of September?
That would work for me.
That's fine.
So,
That's okay.
I can do like the 4th.
I can't
Or
do it
fifth.
either.
He can't do it, Will said no.
How about the 10th, the 11th or 12th? We're just gonna keep on going.
That's all, I'm out for 10.
You'll need the 9th, if he, it's the
I'm in
9th,
Let's just
Connecticut
do
for
the
those
9th.
3 days.
just the
The
9th.
9th
all right,
would
we'll
work.
do the 9th.
9th at 5:30?
Okay.
Okay, 9th.
Sorry to.
The 9th is the Monday.
What time's room?
Well, the meeting's at 8, so I can get up there. Hang on, I can get up there if I leave here.
How about then at 5?
Can you be back by 5?
I'll be here.
5 o'clock?
Let's do 5 o'clock
Let's
on
do
the
5, okay.
Okay,
Compromise.
very good.
5 PM it is.
Okay. We got anything else?
Forget my statement.
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Do you want to take any comments?
Oh, you guys waited around, you guys got anything? I didn't have anything.
Yes, I'd like it especially to at least be noted that David Borowski came early to have open meeting before you guys went into open session. But you changed your agenda to have open
Yeah.
session first.
Can I have your name?
I'm Darlene Cassiani.
I'm David Borowski.
This is David Borowski.
If you want to
Darlene,
make
what's
a
your last
comment,
name?
you can make a comment now.
Cassiani.
Well, yeah, I would like to make a comment.
I-A-N-I.
Please.
I mean, my comment would be, it says right in the urban renewal plan that there would be good faith negotiations,
Yeah.
and there hasn't been any negotiations. I mean, the developer will call and basically dictate about what he wants to pay for some property, but that's about it. So, as far as good faith negotiations, appraisals, nothing's been done. It just seems to be whatever he says is gonna be the way it's gonna go. And
And
that's
what
it.
is, what has been your negotiation with the developer?
I wouldn't call it negotiation.
I wouldn't call it
at all.
negotiations either, yeah.
Dictation.
I'd say it's more like dictation, yeah.
Right.
He would dictate what he's willing to pay, what he will never pay, and
Okay.
if I don't like it, we'll just take it.
Okay.
And those words are exact.
Well, the only one that's gonna take your property would have to go through this board.
And I'm aware of that, you
That's why
know?
he wanted to be.
I'm aware of that.
If we're in executive session, it would only be the board.
I understand that.
Yep,
But when we looked at your agenda,
Yep.
that
We
was
thought
the
we were gonna
last
get here
thing.
before executive session.
Correct.
All right.
And I'm sure you're all aware that state law dictates you're not even supposed to change the order of an open meeting without 48 hours notice. I just
we can change out of order.
With the vote to the board, they can do that.
Just with a vote, we can change stuff out of order. But I do appreciate you coming and voicing your opinion and bringing us information, because it's imperative that we get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's been no productive negotiations. I mean, nothing's even reasonable offerings, you know, nothing in writing.
Well, that's good information for this board.
And also, honestly, I thought we would hear more from maybe someone from the board
Right.
also, personally, not just the developer.
Right. I understand the developer's trying to do the right thing.
Right.
It's just, you know, he knows what property's worth, I know what property's worth. When I discuss values of property and where I'm going to go when he convinces everybody to take my land, what he's offering is nowhere near what I'm gonna be able to come up with to replace what I have.
Well, I appreciate, and this board appreciates, and I'll speak for the board, that of your input towards this board during that process, because
Okay.
URP, you are part of the URP,
Right.
and we represent the URP.
Right.
He is the preferred developer.
Right.
So what your input is given to this board is essential information to us,
Okay,
and it's greatly appreciated.
fair enough.
So please, share with us as much as you want, whenever you want. It's
Okay.
greatly appreciated.
All right.
Anything you want to submit in writing to the board, you know, that's
That's
ties
always,
into the public record, it's better to have it in writing.
Yep.
So if there's some statements you want to make, or, you know, what you're looking for the property or something,
Mhm.
it would help them make their decision, because it is a long process that's in there, and
Well, and
the
that's
more
been,
information is the better.
that's been my concern, you know what I mean? The developer called me, and he gave me until the 31st of July to try and make a decision to hire an attorney, you know, and I haven't done any of those. I've engaged in some conversations with some attorneys, but I haven't hired anybody, you know, and it's like, why do I only get, like, that's my livelihood. I only have till the 31st of July to make a decision. I mean, seems a little crazy. I mean, I've been there for 20 years, and all of a sudden I gotta figure out where I can go, where I'm gonna be. It's kind of ludicrous.
again, submit whatever you want.
Okay.
Come to the meetings, submit what you want. If we're in executive session for some other issue, obviously I can't have you with it.
Understood.
It's just the way it is.
Understood.
But other than that, we greatly appreciate your input.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made second to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned at 6:52.